The Veloce Energy VPort is a modular, scalable battery energy storage system with EV charging DNA built into the core of its design. By including a VPort in any EV charging site, the site operators can expect lower energy bills, higher charger uptimes, lower running costs, and best of all, the VPort can supercharge the scalability of the charging site by supporting up to 4 times the charging capacity of a traditional charging site. In our example charge session, we have an EV plugged into a 50 kilowatt charger. At this test site, we have a maximum of 20 kilowatts that we can consume from the switchboard, so performing this charge without the VPort would be otherwise impossible. As we can see in the meter in the top left-hand corner, our load is now around 50 kilowatts. The bottom right-hand screen tells us the VPort is supplementing 29 to 30 kilowatts of power, and we can see by the 2 yellow arrows pointing to the left that the energy is flowing out of the VPort and into the building's power network. Now let's take our example one step further by assuming that an additional load is added to the building. This could be machinery, air conditioning, or even another charger. In our example, we see the building load increasing to 80 kilowatts. And to make things even more challenging, we will simulate a brownout condition where the power from the grid is almost entirely unavailable. In our top left meter, we can see the building load is now around 80 kilowatts, and our VPort dashboard is showing us that the VPort is now almost entirely supplementing the building load. Fast forward 30 minutes or so, and our brownout has ceased and the 50 kilowatt EV charging session has completed. We can now see that the 2 yellow arrows are pointing to the right, indicating that power is now flowing into the VPort batteries. Depending on the energy consumed in our example, the VPort can now use excess capacity in the building grid connection to charge itself back to an optimal level, or it may choose to wait for a command to charge itself back up at a more appropriate time of day.